Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you a new build. So this is, not quite sure what it's called yet, but I've just called it Gothic Mansion so far. That's probably what I'm gonna end up calling it. So yeah, here's the Gothic Mansion. This build took me forever. And I say took me like I finished it. Fun fact, haven't finished it. But I promise you it will be finished very soon. I just have exams at the moment, and so I am going to finish my exams first and then do the rest of the build. So I have enough footage to do the next video. Well, technically I could make it the next 2 videos if I didn't find the time, but I will, don't you worry. So yeah, for this video and the next one I have enough footage, and then I'm going to finish the build and hopefully have it done in 3 videos, because I hate doing multiple builds, multiple videos, not multiple builds. I love building. I don't like doing multiple videos. I don't know. And I get that people like, people are like, oh, the small builds are cool, and I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic. Like, I can do a small build in one go, but I can't do a big build in a small video. Like, this video already would take 40 something minutes. I haven't fully calculated, but 40 something minutes, and I just don't have the time or mental capacity at the moment to speak for 40 minutes on a video. And also I've decided recently, like maybe between 5 and 10 videos back, to no longer do my videos at 8 times speed. I'm going to do them at 6 times speed now. And that's just because I feel like it can be super disorientating for some people, having it at such a high speed. So I thought I'd have it at a lower speed, just to be a little less disorientating. And yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about something for a second. Yeah, so the build is, yeah, like I said, not complete. I am going back and this build's got so much detail in it. And it's actually, like, seeing the size of it, you would think it's gonna be multiple bedrooms, but at the moment it's only got 2, because I was making it a his and hers, or hers and hers, or his and his type situation. So if you have that sort of sim relationship, that's kind of who it's aimed at. So yeah, pretty much if you want a sim, like a house for a pair of sims, a couple of sims who are in a relationship but sleep in different rooms, this build's definitely for you, because that's kind of the goal of it. But it's nowhere near finished. I also didn't want it to be fully, like, old styled. I don't want to say old styled, but like, I didn't want it to be completely like an old Gothic house. I wanted it to still have some sort of, I don't want to say modernity to it, but I didn't want it to be completely old. I'm not a huge fan of old styles, and so I'm not really comfortable with doing them at the moment. But yeah, the build is coming along quite nicely in my opinion. If you have any opinions of what you want to see, what you want me to add, what you want me to take it away, any of that sort of stuff, definitely let me know down in the comments below, because like I said, I'm not finished this build. I do plan on finishing it though, don't you worry. I'm not gonna pull a James Turner and just not finish the build. I'm pretty sure he's never finished that hotel build. which is understandable. That was huge. I don't understand. Like, that was a huge build. And I've already done a couple of builds that I've never finished. Well, not never finished, but like the Victorian shell. I've never finished that. I've never gone back to do the floor plan or to furnish it or anything like that. It's just been there. And yeah, I probably should go back at some point to finish it, but I've not. And probably won't for a little bit. So yeah, if you want a completely empty shell with no floor plan, that's the build for you. But if you want a build that has a floor plan, this one will. And it'll also be furnished, and you know what? I'm going to make the promise now to playtest it. I really am probably going to hate myself for promising that, but I'm going to do it. Because, well, playtesting is important. So before I upload the build, I will playtest it and make sure that it is usable. But yes, a lot of effort and energy and time and stress and all that went into this build because, I mean, the stairs here drove me insane, and then trying to figure out what to do for each room. I still don't know what to do for each room. I think I'm got some ideas. Like, I know I want to do a library, I want to do a butler's, well, I wanted to do a butler's room type thing, but I think I got rid of it. I want to do like a his and hers office type thing. There's going to be a formal dining room, a formal lounge room, and I think there's already a laundry. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this build. And don't even get me started on the garden. I've put a hedge maze thing in, which I don't think you see this video. There's just a lot that's going in on this build. And yeah, it took a lot of time to get this sort of stuff done. So I really hope you guys like it, because otherwise I'm going to be super upset, because I just put so much effort and energy into this. And this is exhausting, just trying to get everything to work and line up and whatnot. But yeah, I think I did okay. If you hate it, let me know. I'm open to criticism. But if you love it, please let me know. Because, yeah, I don't know. I feel, sometimes I feel like I'm getting better and producing better builds and whatnot. Like the last build that I just did, the modern one bed. Loved it. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's amazing. I think I did a really good job, and you know, like, there are definitely things I could have improved in that build, but I'm proud of what it is so far. Like, for my current capabilities, I'm proud. And then the... I don't even know how to speak English anymore. Oh, the one before that, the cat cafe, that's what I was talking about. The cat cafe, like, the inside of it was cute and nice and whatever, but the outside of it was just, what the hell is going on with that sort of thing? And it just wasn't, it wasn't nice. I'll be real, I wasn't exactly proud of it. But, you know, it's what it is, and I feel like I'm getting better in certain areas, and I feel like movement forward, no matter how slow, is still movement forward. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling happy and proud of it. Yeah, if you have any tips or tricks, definitely leave them down below, because that would be fantastic. Like how to get rid of this stupid eave on the roof sticking through the wall. I tried getting rid of the roof and replacing it with a brand new one, and that didn't work, so I just didn't want to waste too much time and effort into it. But yeah. Also, no, that wasn't a thought. I don't know where that was going. I am... I can't even speak. I just said duck when I tried to say God. Cool. Let me try that again. What I was basically trying to say is the reason why I'm so brain dead is because I have, yeah, like I said before earlier, I have exams and studying is taking up so much of my time that I just am barely functioning. It's like I'm okay. I'm doing okay, and I will be fine. It's just a lot of effort and energy. So I'm hoping to finish up soon. I have exams. So by the time the next part of this comes out, I will have finished my exams, but I just have to finish studying and actually get to that point. And then I get a couple of days off where I'm gonna try and do as many builds as I can. And then I get to go house sit, which I'm happy to do. Like, I'm excited to go house sit. Because it means I get to travel and see some people I haven't seen in a while and relax and get to see my cat. That's the most important part to me, is getting to see my cat. But yeah, it feels just like a bit of, when do I get a break? But I do get a bit of a break when I get back from that, which is super exciting. And yeah, I'm super keen for that. Also, yeah, if you're wondering if I actually did this to the entire floor of the entire house, like making my own floor tile, I did. The entire house. I think it took me about 45 minutes to do the whole house. I kept taking breaks though, so I don't know. Like, my guess would be somewhere between half an hour and an hour and a half. Based off looking at the actual time, I thought it was an hour and a half, but based off recording times, it's somewhere between 30 to 45 minutes. So it took me a while, because I did take some breaks, which were well needed because it was super tiring. And yeah, I do this to the entire house, so every room has this exact same floor, and it's consistent throughout, so the entire house has the same floor pattern. So you might start with I don't know, wherever the black triangles start, they start at the same point on every floor. So if you were to go up between floors, the black triangles start at the exact same point. And yeah, I did that for 3 floors, if you could believe that. I think it lifts the build up a bit. It gives it a bit of more unique style. And I feel like it was better than just the straight up marble floor. But yeah, I can tell at this point I was just like, alright, get this section done. Alright, now the section's done. Next section. Okay, keep going. And it was just tiring. It was just getting in, getting it done, next section, and zooming out to see how much. I wish I didn't zoom out to see how much I'd left to do, because that was just like, oh, I'm nowhere near done. Like, I'm close, but I'm nowhere near. So yeah, if you're ever thinking about doing this on a big build, it took forever. So this video, yes, it's 22 minutes, but it took me over 2 hours just to get all of this stuff done. That is in this video, and then hopefully the next video will also be 2 hours, or it'll be just over an hour and a half, because they're the next 2 sets of builds I do. Not 2 sets of builds, the next 2 recordings I do for this build. There we go. That's English. That's what I was trying to say. Man, like, people trying to learn English, I understand why they say it's so hard, but you guys have a way better understanding of, like, anyone whose English is a second language or third or whatever language. You guys have a way better understanding of how our language works, because you've had to study all of the rules and details, and I barely know them and barely can keep track of them. So if you have learned English as a second language, I think you're amazing. Because it's not an easy language. And I say that as a native speaker. I also say that as someone trying to learn other languages, and other languages have such nice, pretty rules. Like, yes, they also have exceptions, but the exceptions are pretty much like there's only a few here and there. So, yeah. Long story short, if you're learning the language, I think good. I don't. What I'm trying to say is you probably can speak English better than I do, because the sentence I just said was something about English being good. I think English good. Yeah. It's kind of sad when when you learn that I kind of wanted to help people learn English and I can barely speak it myself. I mean, I'm still happy to help people, but I'm probably not the best person to ask because I can't speak my own language. Anyway, yeah, the floor is almost done. I think this is the last section. And I think as soon as this part was done, I actually went to bed, and got up the next morning and kept going. So, like, yes, the recording times are different times, but I didn't stop the recording, so I was still in the headspace of this build. But yeah, I think I decided to change the color of the yellow to grey, and I did that the next morning, and I was really like, oh no, am I gonna have to do the whole entire build? Turns out no, I did not, which was beautiful and brilliant. So if you want to know how to do that, I believe it's when you press Control F and you have the little triangle the same direction as the color that you want to change. So if you wanted to change the black tiles, the tile placement triangle would have to be the same, like it would have to be the same triangle shape as one of the black in the diamond, and then you just press Shift or Alt, I can't remember which one it is, and you'll see that the whole floor that is just that shape changes. And I believe that's only if you've put down tiles like I have. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I still have 5 minutes left to talk, and I don't know what to talk about. Yeah. This is why I don't do longer builds. This is why I prefer shorter builds, but I also didn't want to have this build come out in multiple parts. Like, this is hopefully going to only come out in 3 parts, maximum 4. Really hoping 3. So it's either going to be 3 really long videos or long videos. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I had a lot of troubles with this bathroom. So this is for the master bedrooms. The his and hers, hers and hers, his and his, whatever. The theirs and theirs. I wanted the bathroom and closet space, I guess, to be behind the bedrooms. Like, not behind the bedroom, behind the bed, sorry. But then it really encroached in the space of the room, and I didn't know where else to put them. So, yeah, definitely let me know your opinion on that, because I'm ambivalent on it. I don't know if that's the correct word. I am unsure. That is probably a good word. I'm definitely unsure as to whether I like it or not. And I do have to play test to see if the bathroom and wardrobe spaces are usable. I believe they are, because I don't squish them all close together. And that's the same with like the kitchen and what's this, the dining room. I do plan on having, what do I plan on having? I don't know. The door I place in now is just a placeholder, so don't worry about that door. It is not the final door we're going to go with. I have no idea if I've changed it as of yet, but it's still there right now. And yeah, I just didn't want to not have the door there. I just needed it as a placeholder to be like, hey, okay, I want to put this little butler pantry thing here, so let me put it here, but first of all I have to make sure I like it. And just set up the kitchen the way I wanted. So yeah. Really annoyed that we don't have matching cabinets for everything. I think that's so silly. Like, why would you not have matching cabinets? That's just the most ridiculous thing on this planet. Well, it's not, but it is something that is ridiculous on this planet. That's probably a better way of saying it. Because I really wanted to use these cabinets, these Realm of Magic cabinets, I think, and I couldn't, and I ended up having to use whichever one of these I used, those ones. Which, like, they look nice, but they aren't what I wanted. I really, really, really wanted the Realm of Magic. Are they Realm of Magic? Yes. I wanted them. I love them. I think they're beautiful, and I couldn't have them. So I was very upset at that. So, EA, I know you're not listening, but I'm going to pretend you are. Please, please, please just give us the matching cabinets. Like, you'd make so many people happy, and I get that other people would be like, well, you could also do this, and you could also do that, and you'd feel like the laundry list of things that we expect you to do are getting longer and longer, but come on, we don't even have matching cabinets. That's, I don't feel like that's a lot to ask for. I mean, a lot of people want all of the refreshes that you promised, and you haven't done that, so I know that what I'm asking for is a lot. But I'm still asking and hoping. And I know that what we're gonna get is just another kit, which is super disappointing. But it is what it is, and there's nothing much we can do to change it. Yeah, that's just my one desire, is for those updates to happen, those refreshes to happen, and also for matching cabinets. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!